Hey guys, real quick, only 40% of our viewers are actually subscribed, so let's change that right now. Hit that subscribe button right below. Arizona Cardinals at the Seattle Seahawks, Sunday, 4:05. Seahawks favored by 6.5 with MVP candidate Sam Darnold at quarterback. 6-2 Seahawks against the 3-5 Cardinals, who will have Jacoby Brissett starting once again, named and declared the starter as Kyler Murray goes on IR. And still a little fuzzy about the exact mechanics there, but it seems like Jacoby Brissett would have been the starter even if Kyler was healthy.
Yeah, Jonathan Gannon was asked directly about that by somebody. I didn't see who it was, so apologies for not crediting him. And he gave an answer that was effectively yes. You know, we still would have had Jacoby as the starter if Kyler was healthy, but was sufficiently couched in Jonathan Gannon weird words that, you know, it's like you made that more complicated an answer than it needed to be. Like, you know, he just has a weird way of communicating sometimes. But yeah, it does seem like they're going to roll with Jacoby Brissett for the foreseeable, which makes sense. I mean, he's at least executing the offense. It's an easier offense to run with Jacoby Brissett there. Like Kyler Murray, however good or bad you think he is an unusual quarterback, and I think you're willing to do that at times if you believe the guy is so talented that the ceiling is worth it. But if you've just kind of given up on that as a concept, well, now you just got to execute this pain-in-the-ass offense to work around a guy's skill set. And, you know, is that worth it?
Yeah, we've seen the emergence of Marvin Harrison Jr. in recent weeks. I know some of that started with Kyler Murray, but it is like there's way more just straight-up timing routes and, you know, good connections between him and Jacoby Brissett than what we saw with Kyler and Marvin Harrison.
The fact that his career high before last week was 6 catches in a game is crazy.
I mean, part of it's he's used as just a vertical threat,
but
right?
That's the crazy part.
It's a slant here,
right.
And it's a drag there, but like he's not running a whole lot of like 5-yard stick routes. You know, like when the Bengals started, when they turned Jamar Chase from an outside receiver, and then they said, "Oh, we're going to put you in the slot, and you're going to catch some screens, and you're going to." Like, he doesn't have any of those easy catches to have the 14-catch game.
Imagine drafting Marvin Harrison Jr. at the top of it. I mean, no wonder Marvin Harrison Sr. was so pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, imagine drafting this guy at the top of the draft, this generational wide receiver prospect, and all we're going to do is run him this bare bones route tree that gets him, you know, 6 targets a game max. Like, this guy should be getting double-digit catches in a game. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, maybe they were really feeding him early in that Cowboys game, if you were able to see it. Anyway, fun matchup, too. This is the game we did a watch-along on the first matchup here on Thursday Night Football. I remember the Cardinals made it a game, and then Seattle pulled away late, hit the game-winning field goal. Darnold to JSN, back shoulder to set that up. They were cooking back in week 3 or 4, whenever that was, and they're still going, man. It's still Darnold to JSN. JSN, it's a low-volume passing attack, and he is just dominating on a per-snap, per-route basis. And now they're adding Rashid Shaheed, another deep threat.
Explosiveness.
To go with Torrey Horton, with the tight ends who are tough to cover. It's a really, it's a power move by, I think, Seattle to get Rashid Shaheed in there. If he sneaks a 50-yarder, you know, every other week like he tends to do, it's just a huge addition to this offense.
To a coach who already is familiar with him, already knows what he's getting. You know, Clint Kubiak having been in New Orleans. Like, this is somebody that should be able to hit the ground running. And, like, Rashid Shaheed has been one of the most consistent, explosive threats in the last couple of years throughout the NFL. It's a fun addition. Like I said, a little bit bummed for Torrey Horton because it feels like he could have carved his niche within this offense in that specific role. So I don't know if he just gets kind of eliminated from the offense or if he's going to have to find a different pathway. But for Seattle's point of view, I mean, it's a fun offense now.
The other thing to watch in this game, like Arizona's defense is still pretty good. And you can look at Arizona's season and say their 5 losses are just by a handful of points each. It includes one of the worst collapses in the last decade against Tennessee.
Yeah.
But they've obviously been in every single game. They're probably better than their record is. You still want to find a way to win those games at the end, but you're close to beating the Packers, the Colts, the Titans, the Seahawks. Like, they were in a lot of these games. And they have a defense that I think is starting to come together with their pass rush. Josh Sweat, Calais Campbell, and then they added Walter Nolan, right? He made his debut on Monday Night Football, their first-round pick. I loved the storyline that was the guy that Jerry Jones said we're debating between him and Tyler Booker, Walter Nolan and Tyler Booker, and Nolan has a really disruptive game with a sack, batted pass, tackle for a loss. He's wreaking havoc in the backfield there. So I think the Cardinals are still a lot of what we expected them to be, but it's not showing up in wins and losses. But if they obviously keep this close or, are really competitive over these next few weeks, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could. Walter Nolan, I think, is a huge. I mean, remember, they've drafted these impact defensive linemen the last couple of years, but they've been largely hurt, both of them. So Walter Nolan coming in, looking very good right out of the gate. And like his most impressive play came against the best Dallas offensive lineman. It wasn't like he wasn't like
Tyler Smith.
Yeah, it wasn't like he went after the weak link, and that's where his good play came against. His most dominant play was against Tyler Smith, who's a really, really good offensive lineman. So that, I think, is a huge thing for the Cardinals and for Nolan, looking like he could be a really impact player for them. That would be a huge development.
And so that, Seattle, it's a good matchup, man, on both sides. Seattle's offense doing a great job throwing the ball down the field. Sam Darnold has been incredible. He had that one interception the other day, but it was almost perfect. He was perfect in the first half, 16 of 16 against Washington's defense. This will be a bigger challenge. And then Cardinals' offense has looked really good with Brissett going up against this Seahawks defense that is just attacking, physical. Nicky Minwari has just added a whole different element to that defense, much in Kyle Hamilton-like fashion, right? In the system where Kyle Hamilton first broke out with Mike McDonald. So a lot of fun storylines in this game. Sunday, 4:05. BXC David, one of our members in the chat, asking about a watch-along tonight. It will not be this week. Next week, though. We've got, is it Bills Texans?
Was it next week or did we decide 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from now?
I don't remember which one we decided. It'll be upcoming, though.
No, not next week. 2 weeks from now.
Yep.
Bills Texans, Thursday, November 20th. That'll be the next watch along. So sign up for the memberships. All right, make a pick. Cardinals, Seahawks.
Cardinals. Keep it within 6.5.
Oh, that's what I took too.
Oh, God.
I thought I had Seattle.
How much do we agree this week? That's not good.
Too much for you. It's going to be tough for me to make up ground if we're in agreement all the way through.
Well, that's true.
I've got 2, 3.
I think I have my sights set on better than that, though.
Oh, you want to win?
I mean, I don't think.
I do too.
I think winning the league would be. I think that's ambitious, given my current position. Given how many people are ahead of me, given
just need a couple
my
12 and 4
distance
runs.
Sure. I think that's probably ambitious. I do, however, think that I want to do better than just match you down the stretch to win against you.
I'm ready to make a run. I'm taking Arizona, as will Harry.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video.
Check the Mic is live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, so be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss a video.
You heard the man. Subscribe.